Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. After a few delays, I finally get to do another top list. Now, I've been requested to make a certain top list while I was doing the videos talking about my favorite Nostalgia Critic episodes. I was asked to do like my top 3 Nostalgia Critic editorials. Yeah, I originally said that I wasn't planning to talk about the editorials. I thought it's like their own thing, and I didn't feel like I have, anything to say about them at all. I was just talking about the regular episodes, but I guess it's not a bad idea if I make a video talking about 3 of my favorite editorials. This is where he brought back the show. Like he does these like bi-weekly videos besides just the reviews. Some editorials talking about some like movie related stuff. Talking about like certain topics, and he still continues to do some of them to this day. And some top 11 lists as well. So I wrote them down on this list, some top 3 as well as some honorable mentions, because I was trying to figure out like which ones should I put in my top 3. Now my honorable mentions are top 12 Santa Clauses, the Let It Go videos, and What You Never Knew About Roger Rabbit. So so those are the ones I thought could have made it into the top 3 list, but I'm like talking about like some regular editorials like on a certain topic or something. And these ones I recommend you check out on the Channel Awesome YouTube channel, if you want to look at them. Alright, number 3 is Parody Dead. It was kind of like an interesting topic because sometimes I really like parody. Like you see it on Family Guy and The Simpsons, like parodies, like they're everywhere. People on YouTube been doing that kind of stuff, like certain channels, like maybe Channel Awesome. Yeah, Channel Awesome does some parodies, like YouTube channels from College Humor to How It Should Have Ended, like a lot of creative ideas. Here he was talking about like the rise of parody like in movies, when classics like Airplane came out with the funny jokes and clever writing, and started to go downhill with some of like the gross out movies with some like really bad writing, bad jokes, and like really dated references. Like he was briefly talking about like the scary movies and the spoof films, which some of the spoof films like that came out many years ago, I meant like 10 years ago, like Disaster Movie, Meet the Spartans, like those ones were bad. Like the only one I kind of liked in recent was superhero movie. I thought that was very hilarious. And it was kind of interesting to talk about like is parody really dead? It's kind of like they still make like parody movies, but not as often as they did 10 years ago, like 15 years ago, something like that. It's pretty much alive mainly on the internet, like on YouTube. Like a lot of people can come up with clever ideas to the Hollywood writers to create something funny. So while I haven't seen like the later spoof films, like the ones that came out in the last few years, like spoofing 50 Shades of Grey and stuff, I thought this was an interesting editorial I just decided to talk about here. Like check it out. Like if you're a fan of parodies, like you're really interested in hearing his thoughts on the topic, then this video is probably a good one to watch. Alright, number 2. A Farewell to Roger Ebert. This was not necessarily an editorial, but kind of like a last minute video he decided to make in memory of one of his idols. And it was like a touching tribute. He talked about how Roger Ebert left a huge impact on movie reviewing and like a passion that he had, and later inspired not just him but other movie reviewers like maybe in the media and online, and as well as some other movie reviewers that were probably inspired by Roger Ebert to inspire some more people who want to review movies for like a passion or as a hobby. And yeah, it was a real shame when he passed away, and I really thought it was sad when he said it really broke his heart that he's gone. It is sad that he's gone, but like he left like a legacy. Same thing with Gene Siskel. Even if you don't always agree with their opinions on certain movies, you can always listen to them. You always have fun watching them, especially on their show. Like they weren't really like being a movie hard, just like ripping the movie apart even they don't like it just to be assholes. They did it because they have like a genuine, honest opinion. They're like really honestly explaining their thoughts and stuff. And that's what Roger Ebert did. Even if you always don't agree with him all the time, you can always say that he really respected movies and, was always on the search for some great ones and explained what he liked and what he didn't like. And I guess that's what made Roger Ebert so legendary. And I can't think of any other movie reviewers, they're able to top that. So, yeah, nice, sweet. I wouldn't say an editorial, like a tribute to, one of his idols. Alright, here's my #1 favorite Nostalgia Critic editorial, and that is, Where's the Fair Use? Even a year and a half later after this video was released, certain people on YouTube are still dealing with this problem. Like, the people I follow on YouTube, who I also follow on Twitter, they're always posting, like, oh, Universal claimed my video, oh, I'm battling this right now. Like, it's still a problem. Like, the biggest problem on YouTube, I think, currently, is the demonetization problem. And, like, all the problems that I'm not involved in. I don't monetize my videos, by the way. Just YouTube put the ads on video themselves when they think there's some copyright stuff in there. I'm not making money off of these. I'm just making these videos for fun. And that's all that matters. So anyway, the Where's the Fair Use video I thought was a very, it was a great video talking about more about fair use, how much it's being abused on YouTube. Even at the time he made this video, it was a big problem, which is now it's like, it's still a big problem. Like YouTube, they still need to fix their content ID system. And the movie studios still can't get through their heads that, that they're doing this for fair use. They think it's stealing away their profit, which it doesn't. And interesting enough, I made a Silly Talking Toys episode around that time discussing about fair use, because like when I run into these like copyright problems, to be honest, it's not necessarily really fair use, but I thought it was an interesting topic to bring up. And I was like, well, what should I say about it? I'm not really running into anything where it's like fair use and getting like false flagging and stuff. So I'm like, well, why not do a Silly Talking Toys episode on it just to spread awareness? And that's what it was about. Anyway, I'll put a link underneath of this video if you want to check out the episode of Silly Talking Toys. It's one of my favorites I've made. So yeah, if you're unaware of what was going on with YouTube at the time with the fair use, and it's still going on, and like we'll just keep saying it until YouTube finally gets their act together, as well as same thing with the movie studios. Where's the fair use? So yeah, it's still worth bringing up, and we really need to continue to make our voices heard on that topic. So yeah, those are my top 3 favorite Nostalgia Critic editorials, and again, like I said before, sometime in 2018, I'll do my favorite NC episodes of season 10. I'm just waiting for the season to wrap up so I can do a proper list. Because if there's some other ones that come out there now, that will be my favorites soon. I don't think so. It's better to wait. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to be doing a movie review this week, as well as another episode of Talking About. So I'm bringing these videos back soon. So thank you guys for watching once again. I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.